Bye. So this video I thought I would do a little bit about my fueling strategy for Unbound, because that is the thing that I believe will catch most people out, and maybe punches and a bit of bad luck. But that's one thing that we can be in control of. So last week I caught up with the Precision Fuel and Hydration team to go through my strategy for Unbound and to work out exactly what carbs I need to essentially keep me going for that whole 11 hours plus or less. We're not sure, depends on the course. Heard there is a waist deep river crossing. That will be fun. Still got a black eye from my crash. If you watched my last video, got caught up in a crash in Belgium. Landed on the curb, face hit the curb, got a black eye. We love it. Good to go. We're back on the bike. I did a 300k, no I didn't. I did a 332k rogue road ride the other day. So I should be racing Lincoln GP this weekend, but my body's a bit battered still. Mainly my elbow, to be honest, and I was worried about going over the cobbles at Lincoln. But I need some morale, so I've decided to go for a very long ride today. Plan 300, just steady. We'll see. 332k. Gosh. So I've done that on the road. I just need to do the equivalent on the gravel for Unbound. It'll be easier because I'll be in a peloton, right? Hopefully. Who knows? But good day out. It's gutted I couldn't race today, but I'm still pretty battered up. Can't straighten my arm. It was a great chance for me to practice my fueling and see how I got on. And I was pinging at the end actually, which I was pretty happy about. So I obviously did something right with my fueling. But yeah, really grateful that Precision Fuel and Hydration gave me the time the other day to go through my strategy. Raf, you're a legend. So we worked out that I needed at least, I mean, ideally, you're just going to be consuming carbs constantly, but we all know what it's like when you're full gas off the line, focusing on positioning, etc., etc. It's really hard to focus on what you're eating. So ideally, we're looking for about 70 grams of carbs per hour. So we're looking at like 770 grams of carbs for the entire race. Now, that's a lot, and your stomach will get sick of whatever you're eating. But that's what's great about Precision Fuel and Hydration is it's so easy to consume. There is like nothing worse than sickly product that's just, yeah, not for me. The way I'm going to do this, my strategy, is there's two main checkpoints, and there are obviously water points that you can fill up with on the way. My main strategy will be to have 3 hydration packs, 2 people in the pits, hopefully. I'll start off with like a 1.5 or 2 litre pack, and I'm going to put, there's like been conversation of whether you put your carbs in your pack or your carbs in your bottle. At the moment, I mean, I've got 2 scenarios that I can kind of go with, and basically on the day I'll make up my mind of which one I go for. But the one that I'm leaning towards most is having the carbs in the pack and then hydration in my bottle. Now I have a little snack pouch for my chews. So I'm going to be starting with a 1.5 litre pack probably, and I'm going to be using the Precision Fuel and Hydration 60 grams of carb drink mix, about 135 grams of carbs into the first pack, so that I know that every time I'm taking a drink, I'm hydrating myself and getting the carbs in, because this mix actually has the sodium in it as well. If I got a 2 litre one, I'll increase that to about 160. I'll be having majority of my carbs in my pack, and then in my bottle I'll have the hydration tabs. Precision Fuel and Hydration, you can go down to them, they're based in Christchurch, and they can do a sweat test for you, which is really good because it works out exactly how much you sweat and essentially how much you need to replenish your body with loss from all the sweating of all the good nutrients that your body needs to stop you cramping, fatiguing. So they have 1500, they have the 1000, so they come in packet formulas and tab formulas. I mix it up, to be honest with you. And they've also got the 500. Now, leading up to the event, I'll probably be making sure that I want to stay super hydrated, so I'll be preloading with my 1500. I mean, like, obviously in those races you get to a point where you do just want water, but you also need to know that your body is kind of going into survival mode in those final hours, so it's essential. You want to make sure you're getting your sodium in. In my 11.5-hour ride last Saturday, like, I wasn't bored of it at the end, and my stomach felt great, and that is the best thing to have in a long race. There's nothing worse than when your stomach goes to poo, quite literally. Yeah, no one likes that, do they? I just realised I should be wearing this, really. I think it looks better with my hair down, doesn't it really? We'll come back to that. As well as my hydration packs, I'm going to be carrying lots of gels and chews, and because what's in the pack is not enough carbs for this ridiculously long gravel race, which is going to be awesome. I'm going to be fueling with, they do have this amazing 90-gram carb pouch, which essentially is the equivalent of carrying 3 gels, because you might be put off because it's bulky, but it's actually not. Like, the time you put 3 gels together equals this. But I am going to go with the 30 grams. I'm going to be carrying 7 of them at least. You know, you never know, you might drop one. Might put an extra one in for luck. And then I'll also be taking these mega 30 grams of carbs plus 100 milligrams of caffeine. Now, in my ride the other day, when I was doing my long 11.5 hours, about an hour and a half, 2 hours to go, flagging a bit, had some caffeine. Whew. Honestly, tailwind home, sent it. It's wicked. So yeah, I'll be taking 3 of these throughout. So probably like 3 hours in, 6 hours in, 9 hours in, maybe leave the last one a bit later. And then finally, if you get a little bit sick of the gel texture, it's more about mixing up the textures in your mouth, because at that point you don't really care. Like, I'm not thinking about, well, I probably will be thinking about avocado on toast, but it's not really viable, really, is it? So I'll be carrying these chews as well, which are super easy to undo, and they've got 2 different flavours, mint and lemon. Outrageous. They're like really refreshing on the palate, especially when you've had to do your gels and your drink. You just want something that's a bit refreshing. The mint one is my favourite. They are the products that I'm going to be using throughout Unbound. So classic me, my camera died and I forgot to carry on recording. But this weekend I'm actually taking part in the first UK UCI gravel race up in Scotland. Super hilly, great chance for me to practice my fueling strategy I just spoke to you about. And yeah, give the legs a good run pre-Unbound. So like, subscribe, stay tuned.